Hey people, in this one we will be creating this simple head loop. It's quite easy, so let's dive in. We are using import images as planes add-on to add a reference image. And check align to view and go to the top view. I'll link this head profile in the description for anyone who wants to follow along. In object data properties we can change the depth to front, enable opacity and decrease it. Shift A to add a path. In edit mode we can move these vertices. Extrude following the silhouette. Roughly mapping it first, then go back to refine it. Subdivide to add more vertices if needed. Close the curve, press Alt C, hide the reference. If we change the shape to 2D, we can fill it, extrude it, and change the fill mode to both, so we have top and bottom. Pair the edges, and let's add the array modifier. We need an empty here for the object offset. Pick the empty. Let's first select both and rotate them 90 degrees on x-axis. Now rotate only the empty 10 degrees on z-axis. In edit mode select everything with A and move it so the origin point stays at the center. Then increase the count to 36 and we get this 360 array. Grab the empty and move it a little bit on z-axis. Go to the front view, hold the shift key, right click to move the cursor there and add a UV sphere for the eyeball. Shift S to bring back the cursor to the world origin, so we can add another empty at the center, the one that will be driving the animation. From here we can adjust the empty sizes. We can rotate this in the way we want the animation to start. Then pair everything to the second empty. Set the animation to 30 frames per second, and with 300 frames we will have 10 seconds of animation. Let's first center everything. For this loop we want equal speed to the whole animation, so we need linear interpolation. If it's on Bezier, it will slow down at the beginning and at the end. For seamlessly looping linear animation, it's important to have 1 keyframe offset, otherwise we will have 2 identical frames and it will look like there is a glitch or pause at the end. So offset 1 frame, and with this empty selected, add a keyframe here. Go to the end of the animation, change to 360 degrees, then add another keyframe, and we have the animation. Go to the front view, add a camera so it's aligned to this view. Move it on y-axis. We can use this window for the camera view. Set the resolution. Change the camera type to orthographic. Increase the passport 2 to get a better idea of how the composition will look like. Scale it from here to fit the heads to the frame. Move it on z-axis a little bit. Here we don't need overlays. And let's set the rendering. Change to cycles. 64 frames here is okay. Enable denoise. Render to 128 samples. World properties to environment texture and add an HDRI here. I'm using Polyheaven to download free HDRIs. They have also free textures and models, so check them out. strength to 0.5, add a plane, rotate it, and move it here for the background, add material, for the heads as well. We can make it just metallic for now. Let's add a few lights before we dig deeper into the materials. Add the area light to the top. Duplicate it and tweak the power. We can change the shape from here. Duplicate one more time, and that's the basic setup we'll be using. Move to the shader editor to tweak the materials. With the head selected, add a white noise texture. Shift A, matte node. Change it to sail. Ctrl T to plug the mapping and the texture coordinate. Make sure you have Node Ranger add-on enabled for this. Core ramp here, and everything to the base core. If we now go to the array, we can set the UVs offset to 1. We're doing this so we can add different cores to the heads, but still keep everything non-destructive and get different core variations quickly. Keep this linear to have the variations between the two core bars, or change it to constant to allow specific cores. Choose some simple cores palette, or add a few more cores if you like. Add noise texture to get some variations to the roughness. Tweak the settings from here, like scale to 25, details to 10, and the roughness to 1. Increase the scale to one of the axes from here to stretch the texture. Give some material to the eyeball, specular to max, and decrease the roughness. We can also decrease the background roughness a little bit. From here we can change the color profile. And the last thing is to set the animation, like where we want it to be saved. Change from PNG to FFmpeg video, container to MPEG 4, and output quality to perceptually lossless. That's what we created. I really hope you enjoyed and learned a few things, and hope to see you on the next one.